Hey, what's going on, Virgos? A gun show going on here. Butch Tarot here. I'm going to do your March read for the from now to the end of March. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to use Wild Reflections Tarot. I know I've been using this deck a lot lately. I really enjoy it. But anyway, with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Virgos? What's going on for Virgos for March 2025? All right, Virgos. So the first thing is, I feel like there's this connection now. For some of you, this may be something that already just started, or for others, this is something that's coming in. But I definitely feel a very new energy here. You know, I feel like there's someone coming in, and with this person, first thing I'm seeing is I feel like there's a very, very intelligent, this person is very well versed. And when we think of intelligence, if you think of, like, I'm not saying like necessarily like super smart. I just mean like they're well versed. They know how to talk, they know how to communicate. And not to say they're not intelligent. I don't want to put that out there, but I feel like this person is just one of those people that, they see the potential. They're good at seeing potential. They got a good head on their shoulders, let's put it that way. And I feel like this person, lots of communication with this person. They're not afraid to talk about things. They're not afraid to say what needs to be said. They're not afraid to share their hopes and dreams with you. I feel like this person has goals. And I feel like they're one of the things that I see in this person that I feel like you're gonna really enjoy, because I know Virgos very well. And one of the things Virgos enjoy is someone that says, does what they say and says what they mean. And I feel like that's what I get with this person. I feel like this is someone that you can rely on. Very consistent. You never really have to wonder what's going on with this person, because I feel like they have no problem sharing. With that Queen of Swords. I feel like this person, like I said, I feel like first and foremost, this is like, I feel this friendship, with this person. And that's just the start of it. I feel like it's starting off in a friendship, but I feel like it changes. I do see changes coming. This isn't where this is headed. This isn't just a friendship. This is not just something casual. There's so much more coming out of this. Like I said, this is someone that shows up, they put in the work. And I feel like with that, it gives you a sense that you can establish that trust with this person. Like, you can trust what they're saying, and I feel like when I said they do what they say, this is not the type of person that makes promises and breaks them. And I know that drives Virgos crazy. You know, uh, I grew up, my dad's a Virgo. I grew up in a house with my dad, and my dad's one of those people that if you can't do something, just say you can't do it. Don't hum and haw and don't tell me you're going to do something if you don't know if you can do it or not. Because if you can't do it, just tell me you can't do it. He'd rather you be honest. You know, if you can't show up when I ask you to show up, then don't say you're gonna. Don't sit here and tell me that, okay, I'll be there when in your head you don't know if you'll be there. Just be honest. But that's what I'm saying with this person. Like, I feel like very quickly establishing trust with this person because, like I said, they kind of they put it out there. There's no when they say they're going to be there, they'll be there. This person is looking for something real. They've been looking for something real. And that's what I feel like with this connection. I feel like there's a very, with that Two of Cups. I mean, I feel like I said before, the friendship is just the beginning, but I feel like this is something that, I feel like this is your forever person. I mean, this is someone that, like I said, they're not afraid to share their hopes and dreams with you, their goals, and they have goals. I feel like they're not usually as open to share that with people, but with you, they just feel some sort of comfort, some sort of like they show up for you because you show up for them. They'll show up for you because they believe you're someone that will show up for them. We got that Hierophant as well. I mean, I see a strong union between the two of you. And like I said, yeah, it starts off in a friendship, but I feel like there's so much more headed down this road. We also have this too, as well. I really love this. I love when you get these two cards together because, I mean, I feel like it signifies we're on the right track here. The Empress and the Emperor, the masculine and the feminine energy coming together. The nurturer and the protector. It's a very significant pairing of cards. It's two people that know what they want. They know what they're looking for. And when they see it in front of them, they're not afraid to go after it. They're not afraid to work for it. So many people in the world today aren't afraid. They see the potential, but they're not willing to put in the work. And those who see the potential and put in the work, they reap the rewards. Like I said, this is someone that I feel like very honest with you. Now, another part of this that I actually saw, and I really, like I said, where I have quite a few friends that are Virgos, and this one I feel like is another part that you're just gonna like it with this person. I feel like, I mean, with the Knight of Wands, there's a little bit of flirtatious energy, and I feel like the only thing dirty about this person may be their mind. Like I said, I mean, I feel like they clean up well. I feel like this person's well put together, but I feel like they may have a little bit of a dirty mind. And they're kind of drawn to share that with you. And when you want someone to share stuff with you, they got to share it all with you. But like I said, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a little bit of a dirty mind. But like I said, with this person, it's what I feel is like this consistent energy. I mean, someone that's actually looking for what they say they're looking for. They're about what they say they're about. I see a foundation being built here because of that. You can actually rely on this person to do what they say they're going to do. Be consistent. Virgos love when you're consistent. The one thing I know about Virgos as well, I mean, they're consistent, so why wouldn't they expect the same from you, from their partner? Like I said in the beginning, I know we started off talking about friendship, but like I also said, I mean, I feel like that's not going to last long. I feel we're going to move forward very quickly. I mean, we have new love in the Lovers card. I mean, this is an intense connection, and I feel like it's going to move very quickly. Once it starts rolling, it's going to roll very quickly. Just like putting a ball on a hill and, giving her that first little shove to get her going, and then once she's going, it's rolling. And it's a very deep connection that you share with this person. Like I said, this is someone you can build a future with. Someone that's looking for the same things, that wants the same things. They're not playing any games. I'm not seeing any red flags here. I'm not seeing any negative energy that I feel like I should point out, because all I'm seeing is good stuff. And like I said, I mean, you're dealing with someone here that's emotionally mature. Not only do they know what it takes to make things work, they're on board to do it. You wouldn't believe how many people know what it takes to make a relationship work. They're just not on board to do it. They're not willing to put in the work. There's going to be days where it's going to be harder than others. And like I always tell anybody that asks me, one of the most important things in a relationship is finding someone that's there for your bad days. Because it's so easy to find people that'll show up for your good days. They'll share your good days with you. You win the lottery, they're there with their hand out, or they're there looking for you to take them out on a trip with you and buy them a car or a boat or something. But not so many people show up for your bankruptcy. The ones that do are the ones that you want to keep around. Not to say you're going to go bankrupt. I mean, that's a terrible thing. But you know what I mean. They show up for your moving in party, but they don't show up to help you move in. You want the people that are helping you move in. I told the story about a buddy of mine. He's a Virgo. We've been friends since we were kids. And I'll tell you, I remember I was moving, and a couple of my good friends that are always like, people that I help out from time to time, I called them up, said, I'm moving. This one guy actually owes me quite a bit of money. And I said, I'll take off, a lot of what you owe me, cut it in half or whatever. Come help me move, man. He's like, oh, no, I got stuff to do and whatever. And I remember I called my buddy, my Virgo buddy, and I said, listen, man, I said, I hate to do this to you, but what are you doing on Sunday? And he said, I don't know. What do you need me to do? I was like, I got to move. He's like, all right, be there Sunday morning. Now, the funny thing about him, he's a really funny dude. He's in bed really early and he's up really early. Once I invited him or asked him to help me, I had him showing up 6:30 Sunday morning. It was just like, basically like I said, hey man, I need help. He's like, when do you need me? What do you need me to do? No fight at all. But then when he showed up, another thing that was really funny is he takes over. He shows up and he's like, he's running the show. But I let him because he knows what he's doing, and then, the guy is a great guy. And he gets shit done. But it's funny because there's people out there, like I said, that like that one buddy that I lent money to, he had no problem calling me for money, but when I needed something from him, and I was even willing to take off some of what he owes me, more than I would even have paid somebody, just trying to get somebody to help me because I had some heavy things that I can't lift by myself, and he wouldn't show up. But that's the thing in life. Find people that show up on your worst day. Find people that are there for you when you need them, not when they need you. And I got a little off track, and I'm sorry. Usually I wait for stories till afterwards. But like I said, with this person, I mean, I just feel this energy, like they know how to be silly, They can be silly with you, or they can be serious when you need them to be. And that's another thing that's hard to find sometimes. Sometimes people that are kind of silly, they only have that one mode. They're fun to be around, they make you laugh, but when it comes time to be serious, it's not what I see in this person. I feel like this person knows how to read a room, and I feel like that's something else that is gonna really move this along. Someone that knows how to read the room, and someone that, like I said, when you need someone to make you laugh, they'll make you laugh. And when you need someone to have a real conversation with, they're there for that too. Filling up all the cups here. I mean, we have the Sun card. I see a lot of happiness. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. So, I mean, a lot of good things coming from this. I see a really strong connection, a really strong partnership. And a good partner is someone who shows up, who you can count on. That's so hard to find nowadays. Someone you can count on. And like I said, I mean, it starts off in a friendship. So I mean, I'm always up for it. I love when a relationship starts in a friendship. I feel like we get to know each other in a more, chill environment. And friends that are lovers, what's wrong with that? I mean, there's a really intense connection, and I feel like there's going to be no doubt when you meet this person of who I'm talking about, if you haven't already met them. I definitely feel like there's going to be some chemistry. And the energy is just going to match the chemistry. You know what I mean? Like, when you meet someone and sometimes you have this chemistry with them, but then as you get to know them, things start to kind of fizzle out. I don't see this fizzling out. Now with this person, we have Gemini, we have Aquarius. We have some Aries, some Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. We have some Cancer, some Pisces. Like I said, I mean, I grew up. My dad was is a Virgo, and my dad's a very strict person, but you can count on him. Not to say that Virgos are like that. I just mean in my dad's way. My dad's a very hard worker, which is very Virgo-esque. My dad's family orientated, but my dad's a very serious person, and he doesn't like bullshit. He doesn't have time for it. My dad will help anybody out. It's one thing about my dad that you can never, he'll show up for you. But he's also one of those people that he expects it. He has high standards. Growing up was hard living with him because he was just, nothing was ever enough. He just had very high standards and he expects you to meet them. And I'm sure he has something else mixed up in his charts. I never really did I should do a natal chart calculator on him because I like to really get an in-depth look at my dad. Maybe it'd help us be a little more connected. But yeah, one thing I can never say, my dad's not the most loving person in the world, but one thing I can say is he always put a roof over my head. He always worked his ass off, and so I mean, I may be able to say some bad things. I'm not going to, because that's not the type of person I am, but he is. Everybody has their good parts, and their bad parts. And unfortunately, sometimes when we spend a lot of time around someone, we can discover both. me and him just never really. He's very stable, and growing up, I was very fire signy, very passionate, very, um, you know, intense. But anyway, I don't even know where this conversation came from. But like I said, having the most important message I'm getting from this message today is surround yourself with people that are there for the bad. People that are only there for the good are only there for the good. That's for them. And that's the meaning you get out of that. I mean, people that show up for you when you need them are people that care about you. People that show up for you when you have something to offer them, much easier to find. And not to say that there's not some people out there that'll do both. I mean, that's great. I want people that are share my good days with me and my bad days. I would love to share my good days with the people that have been there for my bad days. It's about consistency. It's about consistently showing up and consistently being there no matter how it affects you. People that really care about you are there for you, even if it comes as a cost to them. Anyway, that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.